This is a drama series called The Rawabi School for Girls. The following morning, everyone wakes up fresh excited about the school trip. Lian's in the bathroom grooming herself when her brother Hazem asks her to come outside. He is a short-tempered, egoistic man who likes to control every decision in his sister's life. He and Lian's family are strictly against her having a relationship with a man before marriage. Similarly, Rania also has problems of her own. Her father is an angry alcoholic who beats her up when dragged, although he signs a consent from yesterday. As she is about to leave for the trip, he orders her to stay home. Her mother comes to her aid and allows her to go. Hazem drops the girls off the bus stop. Before they separate, Lian notices a gun in his car. She asks him what it is for, but he dismisses her concerns. The entire school leaves for a trip, accompanied by Miss Abir to take care of. Then Mariam constantly keeps an eye on Lian on social media to see who is she's texting. When they reach the resort, the girls are assigned a room to share between 3 people. They had expected Nov, Dina and Mariam would be in the same room, but to their surprise, Nov ends up with the police. Mariam reveals she is deliberately assigned Nov to the enemy's room so she can keep an eye on them. Nov, on the other hand, is not happy about the decision because she wasn't told about. She and Mariam get on the argument because of the matter. Mariam seems to believe that the girls are willing to do anything for their plan, but Nov tells her otherwise. Later, she deadfully enters the room and meets the evil duo. They got into an election yet again and decided to mind her own business for the rest of the trip. After sitting in, all the girls hang out by the pool and they have a lot of fun. Some of them go to play volleyball while others remain at the pool. Lian decided to go to the spa for some alone time and find out Nov is also there. All of a sudden, an old servant approaches Nov and touches her inappropriately. She tries to retreat but he doesn't back down. Lian sees Nov are struggling and immediately rushes to her to rescue. She even makes sure Nov is alright and calls Miss Abir to take care of the situation. Nov starts to realize that Lian isn't as bad as she makes her out to be. In the following scene, Lian and Rania return to the room to find Nov alone. Rania tries to insult her as always, but this time Lian stops her. Lian has been so good to her that Nov no longer feels good about the plan. At dinner, she tells her friends that she doesn't want to go through with the plan anymore. Mariam is left speechless and blames the police for brainwashing her. Nov in turn argues she's not a child. She knows that what the girls did to Mariam was wrong, but if they do the same, they won't be any better. She wants to actually talk to Lian and Rania about their behavior and solve it the right way. Mariam laughs at that thought and kicks her out of their friends group, promising to cover the plan on her own. Few hours later, Lian and Rania excitedly get ready for the club. To everyone's surprise, Lian asked Nov to join them initially. She is skeptical, but then agrees to come. When Rania retaliates, Lian tells her about what happened in the spa. Moreover, if Nov comes with them to the club, she can't inform the teacher. Soon, Miss Abir does a nightly check to see if everyone in the rooms. Lian and the group are dressed to go to the club, but they pretend to sleep and wear eye masks to not get caught. After she leaves, they don't waste any time before heading to the club. Although they are underage, she managed to get inside because of Lian's boyfriend influence. Lian and Rania dance with the guys while no sights. By herself back at the resort, Mariam contemplated that she should go through with the plan. Against Nov's wish, Dina wants her to talk to Nov first, but she's too eager to make her police pay. Moreover, they might not get a better opportunity after tonight. So she tells Miss Abir about the missing girls, unaware that Nov was also with them. Dina goes to check up on Nov and finds her missing. She realizes that she is joining the police, but it's too late to stop Miss Abir now. In the meantime, Rania's boyfriend Ahmed tries getting closer to Nov when she calls him out for cheating on his girlfriend. The guy tells her to let loose for the night. From Rania's point of view, it looks like Nov is touching Ahmed, not the other way around. She launches at Nov and pushes her away. Ahmed is about to get caught and blames the victim in urge. Rania orders Nov to leave immediately. Nov feels humiliated and sad about something that isn't even her fault. She runs to the bathroom to get away from the group. Meanwhile, back at the resort, Mariam and Dina call her several times, but the call goes straight to voicemail. Miss Abir and the gym teacher leave to look for the missing girls. Mariam still blames Nov for being stupid enough to go. It surprises Dina because the old Mariam would have felt bad for putting Nov in such a situation. If she gets caught, she is sure to be expelled, but Mariam still doesn't regret her decision. By now, Miss Abir reaches the club and threatens the bouncer to let her in. At the same time, Liane and Nov meet in the washroom. Nov notices the text from Dina and finds out that Miss Abir is looking for them. They immediately run outside to alert Rania, but Miss Abir finds her first. Ahmed senses that he might get in trouble for being with an underage girl. Rania realizes how much of a coward he is when he runs away as soon as she's caught. When the teacher asks her about her missing friend, she covers up for both Liane and Nov and claims that she came to the club alone. In the resort, Liane and Nov lie that they were looking for Rania and the hints were not in the room earlier. In the end, only Rania gets in trouble. On the first day back to school after the trip, Rania arrives with the bruises. That's evidence that her father hit her for what she did. Thankfully, the school lets her off with only a warning. Even Dina no feel bad for her, but not Mariam. She is proud of what she did and is ready for her final attack. She hasn't talked to Dina or Nov since the trip and has no one to stop her from what she is about to do. In the washroom, Liane helps her friend apply makeup to cover the bruises. Even though Liane didn't get in trouble for what they did together, Rania doesn't resent her for it. She knows that if Hazem would have found out about her sister partying, he would have done more than just hit her. Next Thursday, Liane plans to cut classes to meet her boyfriend, late. Again, she has done it numerous times before and is confident that everything will go well. However, after everything that has happening to their group lately, Rania is skeptical. She wants Liane to be extra careful this time. As they are discussing this, Mariam is in the bathroom, hearing everything. During the lunch break, Nov thanks Rania for saving her the night of the trip. Rania also says sorry for lashing out her when it was Ahmed's fault. They sit together for lunch, much to Mariam's annoyance. That night, she looks for Liane's boyfriend, Leif, information on the internet to use it against her. At Liane's home, her younger brother barges into her room while she is talking to Leif on the phone. She quickly ends the call, making him suspicious. He checks her phone, but fortunately for Liane's, she stays Leif's number under Randian's name. Liane complains to her father that she doesn't get any privacy at home, but even he supports his son's rights to Liane's personal life. The following morning, she runs away from the bus and goes for a drive with her boyfriend. Back at the school, an award ceremony to present the principal with an award for her excellent work is about to begin. Miss Abir notices Liane is absent and suspects she must have run away from the bus again. But when she tells the principal about it, she dismisses as unusual. The principal doesn't want to create drama before being honored by the Board of Education itself. Meanwhile, Liane and Lace arrive at the bachelor bot. They have gone to his bachelor bot so they can enjoy their time without having to worry about someone else seeing them. Before going in, she tells him that they are just going to hang out and not do anything else. Lias, who just wants her to feel comfortable, is ready to go somewhere else if she wants to. Liane happily agrees to stay with him at the house for the day. At the school, the principal is busy with the award ceremony. Miss Abir is annoyed at the fact that she treats her like a pawn and lets Liane get away with everything to teach her a lesson. She breaks into the office and calls Liane's father to inform him of her absence. She also tells them that this is not the first time Liane has run away from school. The entire family immediately comes to school to look for their daughter and to talk to the principal. Meanwhile, Rania is going through the picture on her phone when she comes across the picture of Liane, Rania, and their boyfriend on the night of the festival. In zooming it, she sees Diana's reflection in the back. She realizes that Dina and her group are the one who posted the picture without her hijab. She stops Dina and Nov on their way to the award function and asks them why they did all that. Nov quickly apologizes but claims that they don't have time to talk about the past. The girls tell Rania that Mariam is surely planning to do something to get Liane in trouble. Rania freaks out, knowing how strict a person Hazem is. Somewhere else, Liane is having the time of her life with her boyfriend. For the first time, they are not paranoid about someone noticing them and can actually enjoy their time together. Back in school, Nov tells Rania everything they have done and apologizes to her. Rania is ready to forget about the past if it means they can save Liane now. They run to stop Mariam, but see that Lian's father and Hazem are already in school. They meet Miss Abir and ask her to explain everything she knows. She takes the opportunity to make the principal seem like an awful person who doesn't care for the student safety. When Hazem finds out about his sister's boyfriend, he is beyond furious. The thought of his sister with the man is enough to make him go on a rampage. Mariam types in Lay's bachelor pod's location in her phone and is about to send it to Hazem to make sure Lian caught. Rania, Dina, and Nov stop her and beg her to rethink her decision. Rania even apologizes and agrees to never trouble anyone again if Mariam lets this one go. However, Mariam doesn't listen to any of them and sends a location. The damage is done and no one can stop Hazem now. As soon as he receives the text, he makes his way to the bachelor pod. Lian is in late clothes watching a movie with him. He tells her that he loves her. For the first time, everything going well. Until suddenly someone banged on the door. Lian recognizes her brother's voice and panic. She knows that no one can save her against Hazem's temperature outside. Hazem finds Lian's clothes left out to dry. He assumes that she has slept with her boyfriend and the clothes red in anger. In school, Lian's father faces the principal and threw her reward to the ground. He promises to destroy her and the entire school before storming off. Everyone is shocked because the man has the power to do exactly what he said he would. After he leaves, the principal looks at Miss Abir in disappointment and asks her if she is happy seeing her lose. Mariam smirks proud that her plan worked perfectly. Somewhere else, Hazem eventually breaks down the door and attacks Lace. Lian can do nothing but beg him to stop. He does stop for a second, but then he brings out the gun and points it at her. Lian cries and begs for her life, but he doesn't listen. At last, she closes her eyes, accepting her death. The principal in their office, thinking about the event of the day. A picture on her desk reveals that Lace is actually her son.